Hello everyone, I am back for another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video in which I take on Battle-Hardened Formidable Foes Stage 4 Movie Edition Part 2. So, without further ado, if you do end up enjoying this video, then please consider liking, and if you enjoy the channel and have not done so already, please also consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell so you can stay up to date with all of my latest videos. And I am ready for the long haul that is going to be this fight. Cause that is kinda how the whole format of Battle-Hardened Formidable Foes go. It's this super battle road styled content that has these multiple fights really spread out with multiple stages in each fight. So I definitely do like the structure of having these multiple boss fights with multiple phases, like a super battle road. I do think having that as top tier difficult content is really fun because it allows some specific character abilities to really shine just based off of the structure of the fight, because it's multiple engagements of not going too deep, so it emphasizes beginning of fight, start of fight abilities a lot more, which is definitely why characters like Tech, Super Saiyan God Goku and Vegeta, as well as Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, can just excel so beautifully in a fight like this, as well as key dodge characters. They can just absolutely soar, absolutely excel in fights like these. And of course, the Goku and Vegeta have damage reduction mechanics at the start, etc, 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 etc. Just really, really, really good stuff to be able to pile down these Battle-Hardened Formidable Foes, which I definitely need to do. I'm definitely behind on Battle-Hardened Formidable Foes because, they put out quite a bit of stages of Battle-Hardened Formidable Foes for freaking sure. So I do need to catch up on those. I do need to catch up, chat. I need to catch up. I can stay caught up. Alrighty though. I don't expect any problems right here just because of the fact that I have quite a bit of damage reduction, quite a bit of defenses up here, so shouldn't be too tough. Although it should be where the boss mentally gets a little bit tougher, even though we kind of start about at the same place when we enter these fights, though. So it's like, hope please attack my slot 1 that can eat the super attack. Pretty please and carrots like that. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I just mentioned that, so I mean, hey, pretty good stuff. But yes, they definitely been moving on to more long-form content. I would say this is long-form content, along with the red zones, and especially the festival of battles. That whole shenanigan. 50 phase fight just really shows their commitment to all of this long Now this is interesting. I am going to, since he did do that, since he did that, I'm actually going to do this, so I can actually have enough defensive capabilities to be able to take that super attack. Gotenks would have been the wild card decision there, just because he has all that damage reduction, but Goku and Vegeta just have all that raw defensive capabilities to be able to tank that super, especially after they keep on stacking, y'all. They're going to keep on stacking so they can absolutely conquer right here. And you know, this boss definitely is going down more like butter, you know, especially because we have 4 of these things to deal with. I think that is just about right, chat, and I'm going to keep on stacking. The 7th anniversary part 1 means absolutely mythical Extreme Z Awakenings, just about freaking right for their power level. Absolutely spotless. Although I do wish they were not so stingy on the 200% leader skills. I think that was a little bit low in my opinion. I think they could have increased the stats slightly, but it is what it is on that front. It just is what it is. For sure. And everything else, I think, is just absolutely ridiculously crazy. For sure. Speaking of ridiculously crazy, I see 2 fusions. Okay. Cool. Oh, I can use the stun if I want to. That's gonna be quite useful in this fight, is that stunning mechanic, but I'm not even focused on that. I'm focused on the fact that I can go ahead and fuse into Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4 right here. Hold on, I could just get that stun though. And then, hold on, chat. Hold on. I'm thinking. I'm really thunking it right now. Does he full heal? If not, then I might actually consider that. Ooh, hold on. I might actually just do this. Hold on. I might just sandbag it for the full heal. Chat. I might sandbag for that full heal, because that full heal is going to be very critical. I don't want to start that next fight with low amounts of HP, chat. I think just being able to have the full HP starting up next is going to be crucial. So that's why I'm going to just choose and try my absolute hardest to sandbag. I think sandbagging is the play. Yes. Sandbagging is going to be the play. That's actually going to be the play. That's going to be the play. Doing as little damage as possible so I can get to that state of the Gogeta right here is actually going to be the play. That's going to be the play right here. Yeah, that's going to be what wins me the fight, is I do as little damage as possible, if that's possible. I see a lot of super attacks going in, and I'm a little worried. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yes, okay. Yes, now I can get that fusion off, and then the reason why I did all that work to sandbag, chat, the reason why I put in so much effort right there is just so I can have the ability to exploit these fusions, because these fusions restore full HP every single time they are activated, chat. So I just go ahead, absolutely go ahead and swipe up and just get that full heal. just absolutely just fuse. And then I can probably just KO on just actives here, chat. I think I can just finish off on these active skills, y'all. Like this is going to be just what absolutely just cooks. Absolutely. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna have to have that. I'm gonna have to have you float on over to the other rotation. I'm gonna need you to float your way over here, chat, cause that's a little unacceptable. But let me see how I'm gonna play this one. So do I want you to float, or you stick yourself right here? I think I'm gonna want you to stay, and then you to float. And then the gods to float back. How does that sound? That sounds pretty good. I like that plan. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and execute that. Just really, I think I like it's a lot more based on rotation. You have to think ahead to what's going on here. I think that's just you can still definitely slip up, trip up here. You know, these really bite-sized segments that lead to the whole game plan. I think that's awesome. And no, you're still just gonna be cooked here by these. Okay. Okay, well, that is one boss down, chat. That is one down, 3 to go. Yeah. 1 down, 3 to go. So, I think I'm about set with what my rotation should look like, but yeah, the tech gods need to go ahead and stick to their own rotation here. I need to keep these two on their own separate type of time, and especially for these early phases, because I am going to need a type of early game protection for these fights. Yeah, I'm just going to keep you floating, and I'm just going to keep him right here, and then put you on float. Gonna put you on float. Oh, he has guaranteed hit. He has that guaranteed hit, but I am able to sustain that and just absolutely get the crack back right here. Nothing. Just no problem for Goku and Vegeta just having that just a ridiculous amount of up damage reduction. For freaking sure helps a lot. It absolutely assists them in just absolutely clobbering, absolutely just going down on this stage for freaking sure, chat. Okay, so we take that, double digits of course, you know, because they just have that ridiculous amount of damage reduction at the start of the fight, which does really help. That really is just such a good aging mechanic for them, because even when they completely get like out, they still have that 77% damage reduction when they come in, and then 77% damage reduction when they transform, and still just real pretty high stats for themselves. So they're just gonna sit pretty in the aging department, especially in content like this, where it's just really just focusing on that kind of tempo. It's more so how you set yourself in these rotations, just making sure you don't get caught by stray attacks, more so that kind of process than anything else. really just matters in a fight like this for freaking sure. So hopefully Gotenks can get that scathing finish on the kickback right here for freaking sure. Or I can just actually put Goku in that slot 1 position for freaking sure, because he should be able to take this if it's not too heavy. I mean, shoot, I feel comfortable doing that. I feel comfy doing that. I definitely feel comfortable doing this. Okay, we took a little bit, but we're chilling. We're chilling. We're balling. Especially when I start to get these mechanics, these gimmicks off, y'all. When I start to get these things going. When I start to get things rolling here. I'm gonna be good. Yeah, the amount of defense he has right here, just gonna take full advantage of that right here. Just gonna go ahead and fully just, okay. Wow, that was pretty shocking. A million defense. 1 million Rooney defense wasn't enough. 1 million defense wasn't enough to buy me that. 1 million. 1 million defense wasn't enough to buy me that. Wow, that's so ridiculous. That is a little redonkulous. That is a little redonkulous, isn't it, chat? That's a little concerning right now. All right, so go ahead and keep getting these attacks off Vegeta. Okay, he tanks the normals. He does tank those normals, chat. He does tank those normals. So, what am I gonna do here? Is it looking about time to sandbag again for the agenda? I think it is. I think it's about that time, chat. It's about that time for me to go ahead and start sandbagging right here. You know, it's just strategy. It's just the predicament I'm being put in. You know, these abilities to just be able to recover that HP, and I'm really getting a great use out of the secondary mechanic of this fusion, which is to just absolutely just the stall mechanic right here. This is so good. This is unbelievably good right here. I think this just absolutely just trumps over the other mechanic that Vegito does. This is probably the most useful secondary active skill out of the 3 exchange characters out right now, and it's not even that close. If we're just being honest with ourselves right now, it's really not close. It isn't. It just isn't. It really isn't that close. Y'all, it really isn't that close, chat. It really ain't. It really ain't close. It's not even like a top of discussion. Y'all. It's just these abilities are just hitting so different. They really are. Chat, hold on, what? Okay, I think I'm... What? Okay. I have a few questions. Oh. One of the fusions must be floated off, gang. One of the fusions must have been floated off at the wrong time. That's inconvenient, chat. That's inconvenient. But I should be able to float me back some HP right here just because of this fusion. I should be able to. If not, then oh well. Oh well, that is what it is. Just we did this wrong. I'm setting up my rotations are now looking pretty set, but now I think I understand why I need to have these fusions the way I have them, chats. But fortunately, whoa, yeah, whoa, yeah. I don't think I want to be taking these kinds of attacks. I don't think I'm really suited to hit. Yeah, that said like 5 million, chat. These bosses aren't really playing around much. They really ain't. They really ain't. I want this to do as little damage as possible, if possible. I would like this to not kill, actually, because of the fact that I am able to just really benefit from that a lot. Okay. I think he restores HP here. I'm not too sure. I do remember his ability recovering some amount of health. I don't know how large of an HP recovery it is, but I do remember some HP being tied to this. I don't know how much, but we'll see. Oh, I mean, that's help. That's certainly helpful. And I did not mean that sarcastically. I did not mean that sarcastically, chat. That is helpful. That is help. Doing all that for 51% of HP, that's not horrible. It's not horrible, chat. That's not crazy. Terrible. Of course, not going to leave this up to chance, though. We're going to go ahead and straight up fuse. And just absolutely decimate. Absolutely just cook things up. Just cook the metagame with these fusions. Alrighty, with that being said, yep, I'm just really looking into it for the long run. Yep, not gonna use that. Because if he fails that check, I know your address. I know where you live. If you fail that counter, I know where you live. Okay, thank you. Woo-wee! Alright, there we go. Got it. All jokes aside, I'm halfway done. Halfway done. I'm in the long haul and I'm only halfway done. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. But hey, it is what it is. This boss fight got me in a chokehold right now. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Can't imagine this like ramping because I didn't even have time to deal with the ramp. Like, that's a little crazy. That's a little ridiculous. Attack up. Ooh. I'm not too scared about this. Oh, we have a Dokkan attack coming in? That's sweet, actually. That is actually pretty sweet. That's actually pretty dang sweet. If I can... I got all 7! That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Well, this has definitely been an interesting video for sure. Definitely enjoying the deep strategy that's deep Dokkan strategy, at least for Dokkan. Enjoying just having to really focus up and think about what I am really getting myself into, chat. Really just thinking about that. Okay. Oh, freaking okay. Let's go. Let's freaking go, chat. Okay. Really just gone into the deep end of this, and that is really what the experience of this event is literally just all of, it's just the back-to-back marathon of Super Battle Road, but just upgraded to modern standards, and then you get this event, and then you get exactly what this event entails. So the Super Battle Road feel is really hitting, chat. It is for seriously hitting. Like I like the feeling. I definitely do like how this event feels. I like the experience, but also it does feel tough. I can feel the difficulty, but I can also feel the sense of incoming reward, relief once I get this like tough, this time. The time invested into the fight, you know, because these events be getting long. I've said how they've been moving to longer content within Dokkan Battle for freaking sure. Yeah. It's great that I get some more Dragon Stones. Definitely gonna make that have some very good use. You know, stay using y'all Dragon Stones responsibly. At least that's my philosophy on things, because when I do that, it personally makes me happier. I personally see success with this strategy for freaking sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this and just hopes and prayers it. Yeah. Hopes and prayers, it looks like the option here. Super, thank you, because that is double digits. Or about double digits. If they don't take, the 30K is actually crazy. That's a little high for them to be taking, no? That tells you how hard that super is hitting, because they have 77% damage reduction. Like, like that is just, that's it hit hard. No, that super hits. These super attacks on these bosses be hitting. They be hitting like a truck, but I'm able to survive. I'm able to get through it. Now turn 3 is always just the most ridiculous turn in these boss fights. Really just mostly where the struggle starts. But if I can really just keep, just keep doing damage. Keep doing all the damage in the world, chat. Just absolutely, just make sure you crush right here. Yes. Okay, so I'm absolutely just getting all the damage rotating to this boss, you know, really digging in, really getting in that grind, chat, getting in that grind set, you know. Getting in that grind set. I was about to say let that attack spread be nice, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that way. I say, come on, if you can't let the attack spread be nice, at least let the orb spread be a little forgiving. I assume the super attack rate will be forgiving, though. Hopefully. There we go. Oh my gosh, okay. Ooh, yeah, okay. I wasn't privy on taking a second one of those. Okay, now we just... Actually, that doesn't spell bad. You can stall. You can stall. I'm actually no. Seriously, take your time. I'm waiting. No, please. By all means, take your time. No. Take your time. I actually thrive on that. I benefit from that. The longer you take, the more access I have to my abilities. So go ahead. Go right on ahead with that plan. Okay, cool. No, for freaking sure. Go ahead and do that. Okay, and then I can just go ahead and crush you right here, right now. Yup, that should be game if that damage reduction doesn't kick in. Okay, then, alright, chat. I'm here. I'm finally at the final boss fight of this stage. Oh my goodness. Definitely what is... Oh my gosh, I can feel it. I'm shaking right now, chat. I'm shaking a little bit. Oh, it's just these boss fights. It's just they take quite some time to mull all the way through. So definitely looking out right here and looking out for what I can absolutely cook here with. Hopefully take the super. I would like you to go ahead and eat that super attack for me right there, buddy. I know these super attack rates are actually pretty adjusted to normal, adjusted to like where bosses act, because yeah, a lot of these supers, they just be like, come on, you already know how these super attacks be rolling, chat. Like they just like get you right at the gate. They just be like, go, super attack right on your face. Super attack just right out the gate. So seeing a normal rated super attack is definitely going to be interesting, but also could leave me open, which I do not want to do for freaking sure. That Goku has 7% chance to dodge, and if he ate it, and if that is the case, I just like him to not super. This is not super. There we go. Now, if I could stall out here, if I could get that stall out for one more turn, that would actually be great. That would actually be fire. That would actually be very mindful of you. That would be very very. We're gonna try to be very demure, very mindful going into this. Very mindful. I'm not gonna try to start something. I'm gonna try to calm down on the damage, because as you can see, I sandbagged quite a few times, and I got benefited every single time, just holding back a little bit, just holding back on that damage, really just saying, okay, let's go scale it back, let's try to, I don't have to go all out, I can wait, I want to wait for all these mechanics to be online before I start doing anything rash, before I start doing anything crazy. I just really want to make sure I'm secure. That's double digits. Thank you, Pookie. Okay. I just really want to make sure I'm in that zone before I get to this final phase. Before I just absolutely shred this final phase, chat. And this fight really proves just how effective Gogeta is. Just because realistically, even that, it's like, oh, okay, Vegito, those are great transformations. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely game-breaking. Like, these transformations are probably just the craziest Dokkan characters I have ever used in the entirety of ever playing Dokkan. But that Veku transformation as well, like the secondary fusion, that's really good. That's really good. That is really good. I mean, really good. That's really, really good. Just the ability to have the boss get stunned like that, that's amazing. That's so useful, especially in this context. This is a fight where Veku can absolutely shine, just because the fact that you can just go ahead and turn off these attacks and then just get ready, just have an extra turn to freaking prepare, that is huge, chat. That's massive. That's absolutely massive, chat. Absolutely massive. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. So, because I am prepared to win this fight, y'all know, if y'all been around me for any amount of time, y'all know that I play to win, chat. I play to win. So, I will just go ahead and use that Veku active skill. Very powerful, and it's like, oh, you should be fine with this. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's definitely true. That's definitely very, 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 very true. But it's so far into the fight, I ain't risking anything. I ain't about to risk sanity for that kind of stuff, you know. I don't want to do it. I don't want these other units to just get caught, to just get straight caught by a stray super, and then just lose all this progress, chat. You know what I'm saying? Okay. No, absolutely. Just got that in the bag, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just really just cook up a storm right here. You know, it's like, okay, I don't even really have to transform the tech gods right here, just because I know I just said something, a whole piece about not being overconfident, but it's Vegito. Like, come on, it is Vegito. He is him. He is just him. It is what it is. Like, he just does things. Or I can just use Giant Ape and all of these other active skills on these transformations and just finish off that way. That's probably what I'm going to do, is probably just abuse the active skills and just absolutely just active for damage, into activating for damage, into activating for damage. So that is really what I'm going to do here. So with that being said, this is basically the end of this video. Yeah, no, this was actually very, very, very enjoyable. I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, really enjoyed using all these peak characters in this event. I really like the structure of this fight. It brings that right amount of stress of like, I definitely, you know, I would definitely, because it's a lot. It's a lot of dedication to just go this amount of time into a fight. But hey, I definitely think the structure of this long content is very, very good. I definitely like what this is doing for sure. I think this is very, very cool. Absolutely awesome. And oh, looks like he's just dead. Okay, looks like he folded. Hey, I mean, I feel like his intention was to just keep raising that attack, but it's just that Veku stuff. It's just that Veku stun. Veku is really good, chat. Y'all, don't underestimate Veku. Do not underestimate what Veku can do in a fight like this. But with that being said, that will have to wrap it up for this video. This was a long haul fight, but it was definitely worth it for freaking sure. Yeah, this unit was the GOAT. This unit is the GOAT. I love this unit. Both the units have their merits. I think the biggest merit of this unit is its active skill. This active skill is one of its biggest merits. And of course, that the same goes for this unit as well. This active skill is absolutely crazy. But I'll also say that this, okay, let me go back. This active skill, this is really good. This is, especially in this fight, where the fights barely last long enough for you to get your fusion off, and you just need that one more turn of the. It's really good, really good, really good. And fights just the perfect length. That is a really powerful active. I like the utility on that active skill, and I think that goes to show that this active skill. I think this is probably the worst part of both of these units, this active skill. I'm just going to say it flat out right. This sucks. This sucks. It sucks. It sucks. Oh, why do you say it sucks? It's good stat. There's no reason to use it. Like, you're not telling me you're going to use that over Vegeta. Like there's no situation where you pop the active skill. You get use out of this, though. You have situations where it's like you need to use Veku to live. Like, there's actual situations. There's legitimate battle situations where you use Veku. Not the Patara destruction. Nope. Nope. It's just because of how it works. You choose one or the other. If you could choose to use both active skills, obviously this would be good, but you can only choose one active skill or the other active skill with the reversible exchange characters, and that makes the Vegeta active skill suck. It sucks. It sucks because you don't want to use it. It's like, when am I ever going to use this? This is just useless. Like, take this ability out. This doesn't change the character, and that's the problem. That's the problem with this skill. Because this skill on this unit, it's nice. But went over, chat. Hopefully you enjoyed. And until next time. Oh my gosh, this was a lot. Chat. But we got through it. With that being said, hopefully you enjoyed. And until next time, bye.